The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown. The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown. The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Listen, this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in this day. So listen, I need everyone. All right, listen. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. It is the South Florida Live Podcast. I'm your host, Jeffrey Brown. And once again, like I say, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice in it. Hey, listen, everyone that's coming on, thank you for viewing us. Thank you for everyone that's coming on. Hey, listen, this is what I want to do. Those people that are coming on, please share right now. Please share. I need everyone that's coming on to share. Those that are coming on, I see you coming on. Say good evening to me. Good evening to you. Welcome to the South Florida Live Podcast. Oh, sorry about that. There we go.
I'ma keep on running because the winner don't quit on themselves.
Hey, come on in, guys. Let's go. If you're viewing it by Facebook, I need you to do this for me. I need you to share. Tonight. It's going to be fire tonight, y'all. We're going to talk about some things. I know we're going to kind of pick up and do a overview, a little review of what we talked about on last week. But there's a new question, new topic that I want to talk about tonight. And you don't want to miss it. Because I need your help tonight. I need your help. Tonight. So those that are viewing by Facebook, go ahead and tag at least 10 people and let them know the South Florida Live Podcast is on. It's the singles edition. And it's on fire tonight, y'all.
May the last one burn into flames.
All right, come on, YouTubers. Let's go, YouTubers. I need you to share this podcast on tonight. Please share this podcast on tonight. I need your help to share this podcast on tonight. Just share, tag, and share Let somebody know that the South Florida Live podcast on, and it's the singles edition. Y'all, we are building strong relationships with good relational goals. It's the singles edition. You don't want to miss it. It's gonna be fire tonight, y'all. So go ahead. I need you sharing. Facebook, share for me. Please, those that are coming on, please hit the share button. It don't take much. I see 10 people, so I should have about 10 shares right now. 12, 14. I should have at least about 14 shares right now. Would you do that for me? Just hit the share button. That's all you got to do. Gates in high desert. Open our mind as we cast away oppression. Open the streets and watch our beliefs. And when they carve my name inside the concrete, I pray it forever. All right, 30 seconds. I'm gonna keep on running because the winner don't quit on themselves. All right. Let's go. It's that time, y'all. It's that time. It's the singles edition, and we are building strong relationship with good relational goals, y'all. Relational goals on tonight. Listen, y'all. It's gonna be fire tonight. We're gonna do a little overview of what we talked about on last week, but y'all. There's something else that we want to talk about tonight that's kind of fresh, new. But we're gonna explore on it. We're gonna explore on it tonight. And I think you're gonna be good with it. I really do. Yeah, I'm trying to get my notes together here. Yeah, here we go. All right, y'all. All right. Hey, just last week, we had a topic. Hey, but listen, before we do that, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I was just sharing with somebody. I was sharing somebody today about this event. It's the singing pastors. It's the singing pastors. October the 12th at 7:00. Singing pastors. If you want to know more about this, it's a great event. If you've never attended the singing pastors, you need to do that this year on October the 12th. You need to be there because this is a real powerful, great event that this gifted, anointed young man, Minister Dwight Moment Sr. He is the organizer. He's the founder of this event. The singing pastors, and it is tough. He brings a number of pastors together, and they come in. Not only do they sing, but they give a little word, y'all. They give a little word. We have church up in there. They have church up in there. So you need to be a part of this. That's the singing pastors, October the 12th. And if we can do it, we've been doing this for a couple of weeks now. That if you can, we really want to help him, be a blessing to him, and donate if you can. Help this young man make this thing debt free. From now until October the 12th, we need to help him settle some things. So you can be a blessing to the singing pastors by cash app and just $10. That's all, just $10, y'all. $10 to $ singing pastors. Singing pastors. $ singing pastors. And y'all that's viewing, everybody that's viewing, just let's be a blessing. It's always good to be a blessing to others. Y'all, something tragic happened this today, and we just want to keep this school, that community in our prayers. We're praying for Appalachia High School. That is another mass murder, just mass shooting in that time in Georgia, the state of Georgia. 9 killed, no, I'm sorry, 4 killed, 9 was injured. And I think out of the four, it was 2 students and 2 adults, 2 teachers. Listen, we got to put a stop to this gun violence and this mass shooting. They got to do something about the gun laws. I know the Republicans are really fighting against that because it's a big business thing for them. There's a pocket thing. It's a money thing for them. They really don't care about losing lives, and we're losing our young people. It's a shame that they can't go to school, and school has just started, y'all. School just started. School has just gotten in, and it's a shame that they can't. Our children can't go to school and just be able to focus on their education and having a great time, and teachers teaching and teachers focusing on teaching and everything going well, where they have to be practicing how to hide in the corner and dodge and duck if some of the gunmen come in and shoot him. And this young man was 14 years old. 14 years old. How? Why did a 14-year-old have a gun where it was capable to taking out that many people? And there was an interview where this one young man said it was just a lot of just firing, just shooting after one after another, after another, after another. So automatic, obviously he had an automatic weapon. So once again, 14-year-old got a school and brought a gun to school and killed 4 and injured 9. So we want to keep them lifted up in our prayers, and we just want to keep them lifted up. Don't forget to keep them lifted up, because it's them now, but it can be us soon. So let's keep them in prayer. When we do that, thank you so much. Thank you so much, those that are coming on. Once again, those that are coming on, I need you to share. I still need you to share. I 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 need you to share. Those that are coming on, I need you to share. Listen, um, I need y'all prayer today. It was one of them days for me. It's been one of them. It's a couple of weeks for me. So, but I'm pressing. But I did have a little decent day today. It's okay. But anyway, it's that time. I'm bringing my guests on. My brother and my sister, they're with us on tonight. There she is, the one and only Chantel Winston. Hey, girl, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Elder. How are you?
Man, listen, I'm pressing. I'm pressing. I'm pressing through. I'm pressing through.
Keep
I
on
got to keep
pressing.
smiling. Got to keep pressing. I got to keep on pushing.
Keep on pushing. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pressing. Just keep me lifted. How was your day today?
I had a good day. It was a little intense, but I got through it.
Okay.
So
Cool
glad
beans.
about
Cool
that.
beans. Cool
Yes.
beans. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. My brother is with us tonight. Now I don't know which one of these are going to work for us. Rob,
Oh, he's
unmute.
on mute.
Okay. Let's try this one. Rob.
Yeah, we'll do
There
that
you
one.
go. There you
We'll
go.
do, we'll do that one. I guess we'll do that
Yeah,
one.
that one right there. Yeah.
That one right there
Go
work.
with
Okay.
that one. I'm gonna kick that one out.
All right. Kick the other one out.
Yeah.
You kicked the good one out, but that's
Kick
all
you out. I'm gonna kick you out. Ah, hey, brother.
right.
God
What's
bless you,
going
man.
on?
Peace and blessing to you, man. All is
Oh
well.
man, it's all good, man. You know, it's a wonderful day. Any day above earth, above ground,
Yes,
rather.
sir.
It's a good day, good day. But it's a pleasure to be
Right.
on the line with you guys. How you guys doing today?
Doing well, doing well.
Good.
Pressing, man. But we here, us here, pressing, but
Oh
us
yeah,
here,
oh yeah,
us
oh
here.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yes,
Hey,
yes, yes.
listen. We ain't gonna sit around. Hey, listen. Last week was kind of fire. Last week was fire.
Yeah.
Yes,
Last
it
week
was.
was fire. And we're gonna get a little more fire because I sent y'all something that I want to talk about. But let's give a little review, overview, or past view, whatever, of what we talked about. 'Cause we dealt with how to get over a breakup according
Mm.
to experts, right? We were dealing with that, man, and and it said there's really no getting around it. Breakups are terrible, even if they're hard handled with compassion. So
Mm.
and we found out. I think we found out that everybody have their own way of dealing with it. Rob, you
Absolutely.
you were like, had your outspec
Oh
because
yeah.
just give the people just a little summary of how some of the breakups that you had, some of the major ones or the small, whatever, how did they affect you and how did you deal with them?
Oh, with me, breakups, like I said last week, breakups to me were like celebrations because that's a time where we both know that it's over. So there's no need to be sad anymore. Breaking up, I told you what was bad with me because that's when you start realizing that things aren't going well and you're realizing that it's inevitable that you're going to break up. Well, my thing is, if you do everything you're supposed to do in a relationship
Mhm.
and you remain faithful, it's easier because you know you did all you could do and it's less guilt. So breaking up is really not bad for me. It's the breaking up when I know it's going bad. But once you officially break up, we're good because to me, you knew it, I knew it. There's no need to be upset.
Yeah, Shan. I mean, you've had a few, Shan. So, when someone one of those real, you had the white dress already ready, designed and everything, but it didn't happen. I don't know how was your bounce back? How was your bounce back? And how did you deal with it? And what was some of the ways that you were able to get through it?
It was kind of hard. I kind of confided in my best friends. I normally turn to them or my sister or my big cousin. I talk to them, get some insight, some advice, some comfort, going through the breakup process. There were some nights that I may have cried when I thought about the person. It was rough, but
Yeah,
God knows what's best for me, and maybe that just wasn't the one, and turned out it wasn't. Just like Rob said, you can always see the signs, when people start to kind of distance themselves, or you see the change in how they do things, how they talk to you, when they communicate with you, when they want to see you, all that starts to change. So you kind of get an
yeah,
idea of it, but I think that
yeah,
the worst part of it is accepting that yeah, this not it, this not gonna
it's
work out.
yeah.
So but
Because yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
because it is said that breakups can shake your foundation. It can wear I mean tear it apart, and not only tear it apart, it'll cause you to start questioning your confidence, and not only
Right.
question your confidence, even question the faith of love or
Yes,
Yeah.
love
absolutely.
again in that because so did anyone experience that time where you kind of had a moment like, man, listen,
Oh,
I don't know
yes.
about this relationship thing. I don't think love for me. I'll just go ahead and love myself. Anybody had that? Rob, you
Yeah.
laughing?
I
Was
sure
there any
did.
time where you just at that time your confidence was shooken?
Yeah, you know
Yes.
what? I tell you one thing. When you ignore the warning signs, sometimes we can get cocky and arrogant, and we can ignore warning signs. Sometimes, because you pretty much know when things aren't right. You pretty much know when things that individual is just not the right person for you, or you're not the
Hmm.
right person for them too. And
Right.
we ignore those warning signs. That's how you get hurt. When you ignore
Hmm.
those warning signs, you can call it the Holy Spirit talking to you. You can call it, God placing this into your heart. But when you ignore the warning signs and you try to make something fit that you can clearly see that's not fitting, that's
Right.
how you get hurt. That's how you get hurt.
Hmm.
Right. Right.
Hmm.
Okay. Shan, I mean, was there any time that you lost your confidence and you was just like, man, forget this love thing. I done lost my faith in love. It ain't happening no more. It just ain't for me no more.
Yes, more than one time. I've definitely had those sentiments. I started to question me, and like, what did I do wrong? Like what happened? But once I started to kind of just pray and just get closer to God, it's like, you know what, girl, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Anybody would be glad to have you, and if they can't see the value in you and what you bring and appreciate you for who you are, it's okay, and
Absolutely.
it's gonna be
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, true that. So basically, that's kind of my next question was how we talked about it. How do we get over breakup? So that I mean, so basically, that's kind of how you guys really got over it. Just
Hmm.
at that point. Then we talked about what we talking about. We were talking about principles, the 4 principles of dating God's way, and we got to spiritual unity, where we
Hmm.
were talking about how sometimes Christians can make the biggest mistake
Mm.
uh,
Mm.
by singing Christian by dating a non-believing, by dating someone that's not compatible to them as a Christian.
Right.
How careful, and what are some of the signs, and when you see it, Shan, how did you handle that when you see this person? He's a nice looking guy, but
Mhm.
then you find out he's not a believer, you know, and what are some of what where do you go from there? Where do you go from there when you having a conversation, and I'm sure it comes up, hey, I'm a Christian, are you a Christian? They were like, no, I don't go to church. Where do you go from there?
That's a good question. I think just from the conversation, because I think, well, I know God puts us in the path of people's lives for a reason, season, or lifetime. So I would just ask God, what is my purpose? Because maybe it's not something relationally. Maybe I could be a light that could help him get closer to Christ, if that's what the desire that's in his heart. And just kind of go from there. And if once I see God, and Lord, what is this? Why is this person? Why am I talking to him? Why did you allow us to cross paths? If that's not it, then I just kind of like, "Oh, okay, cut it short and just let that be that."
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. That's good. Hey, so we talked about unity. Rob, I'm holding you out because I'm going somewhere. We're gonna try and get to principle three. We talked about sexual purity. Of course,
Mm.
we just trying to maintain ourselves while we're dealing and while we're dating and making the right decision about that. And that's something that we talked about. But we didn't get to principle three, and we I know Shannon's gonna have a moment with this one, where we talked about rock
Mhm.
solid character. A
Mm.
large part of succeeding in the dating game rests on your ability to discern whether or not the person you're going out with has a rock solid character. That means I mean, those are some questions. I heard
Mm.
somebody say you sometimes when you out on a date, you got 99 questions that you should go ahead,
Mm.
just to find out about character. I'm gonna go to Shan. Shan, how important, Shan, is it to to make sure the individual you're dating or meet or whatever, they got the rock solid character. Their character is solid.
Yeah, it's 100% important to make sure that their character is solid. You want to know who you're dealing with, inside and out. A lot of times I think we go on these dates and we ask these questions, but you're not really getting insight about who the person is. It's just more so, questions on the surface level. What do you like to do? What's your favorite color? Da da da. No, have you had some traumatic situations in your life? What is your upbringing like? What is your familyhood like? What are your friendships like? What makes you pop? Stuff like that. Really get to know the person for who they are, and not just who you want them to be, because I think that's another reason why we tend to miss a lot of red flags, because we get into that whole facade of like, oh, we look at stuff on the outside, but we don't really get to know the person to the core for who they are, and not who we just want them to be.
Yeah, because you if you don't be careful, you can find out you got a serial killer or somebody who
Let me tell you, listen, Google can be your best friend. All you need is the first,
It's
last
legal
name, maybe a
stalking.
really,
middle,
It's legal
really.
city
stalking.
and state, and you'd be surprised the things that you find online. I had one instance.
Oh, we
I had
lost it.
one instance, and
Okay.
I found out some stuff that wasn't revealed to me from the person, but I found it online, and it was just very eye opening, because he was a person of interest. But once I found that out, I was just like, ooh,
Thank you,
okay,
Jesus.
Lord.
Mm.
Thank you, Lord. Because the
Mm.
Holy Spirit kept nudging me to just, Google them. I'm like, why do I need to Google them? And sure enough, first thing popped up, and I was just like, "Woo, Lord, okay.
Wow.
Thank you, Lord.
Wow.
Thank you, Lord."
So there were some things there that popped up was like, they had a little history of some things.
they had a little history of some things and was facing a situation that was very, very serious. I can't really go into it, but just to kind of give an idea of it, it was very, very serious. And yeah, it was a very unfortunate situation.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah,
because I think you shared a little bit, but because there was some anger stuff going on with
right.
in that. So
Yes, the anger
yeah.
was definitely the motive behind the situation, and just yeah, very unfortunate.
So Rob, I'm gonna ask you this question. So is it all right to just while you out? Is it a good thing to do uh to test somebody's how I want to say it, test their not their anger, but test their patience to
Mm.
see how
Mm.
they respond to it. Do they fly off the deep end, or do they're chill? Is that something? Because I listen, I've heard that some people do this. They kind of try and push the button to see how that individual,
Did
either
it work?
female or male, how they're going to react. Because they think if they're going to blow up, then is that something okay to do?
No. Even
No.
even in even the Bible say, "Don't tempt the Lord thy God." You don't tempt people to make them act a certain way. Trust me. The more you spend, listen, the phone is really your best weapon. The more you talk to someone, especially on the phone, you catch them at certain times of the night, certain days. Certain people talk about certain things, certain times. Certain people talk about certain things other times. The more you communicate, especially on the phone, the more people going to basically tell you who they are. No one can talk to anyone forever without revealing who they are. It's going to come out with an attitude. It's going to come out in language, the whole 9 yards. And it's a little tougher for women, because men, we're supposed to be the lead. We're supposed to go after them. We're supposed to approach them. We're supposed to do all those things. So they're pretty much on standby, feeding into us. But I'll give a women a tip. I got a new word for everybody. It's called bi-Christianal. You can tell brothers that's bi-Christianal by their secular habits. If a brother listens to too much R&B, I don't listen to any R&B, but if the brother too much R&B, that's bi-Christianal. If the brother he got to have a drink with his meal, that's bi-Christianal. There's certain things that we're supposed to sway away from when we're Christians that some people still do. And the more you see that a man still stuck in his secular ways, you can see he bi-Christianal. He a Christian today, and he's secular tomorrow. And if you're looking for strong characters, you start right there. You start and see how strong his Christian character is. Because if you say you're a Christian and you're trying to date a man of God so you guys can be one the whole 9 yards, then you got to really start checking these brothers for their Christianity. Put their Christianity in check, and you check, see how much they go to church, see if they go to Bible study, see if they even read their Bible, they do this. Find out these things about them. And if you see that they do a lot of secular stuff, the one thing you do not want to deal with is bi-Christianal cats, because those cats will lead you, having you believe they a man of God. Next thing you know, you butt naked, and you don't know what's going on, and
Oh,
you pray into your pastor, wondering what happened, when you could clearly see that this guy really wasn't about what you said
yeah.
you wanted to be, equally yoked and deep rooted in
So,
Christ. I'm
so,
sorry.
so, so,
I'm sorry.
so,
You know how I
no, no,
am.
no, no. You're talking good, but this is I got to play the other side. So you're saying if I like to sip a glass of wine every now and then with my meal, that's by that whatever that word is by
You
what's
can.
the word
By
by
Christian.
what by
Okay, by
by
Christianal, by Christianal, by Christianal.
by
Well,
Christian. By
you
Christian. So
listen.
if I do that, and I'm like the other week, I went to see AWB,
Okay,
Average White Band.
okay.
I mean, I'm a musician. I like music, and so that makes me bi-Christianal.
No. What I'm saying is, first of all, you should be a musician. So I'm going to give you a little leeway on that, because that's you're that no, seriously, because that's what you do. That's what you do. You're a musician. So I can give you a little leeway on that. But I'm talking about when every time you call this brother on the phone, he always have secular music on. He literally never have Christian. Only Sundays when he really listens to gospel. I'm talking about when a brother got to have a drink uh, every day. It's different between someone that's drinking because they say the wine is good for the heart, the whole 9 yards, and it's and someone trying to get a buzz on you. We know. See, we act like we don't know the difference, and we act like we don't understand this bi-Christianal. We know exactly when people are representing Christ the way they're supposed to, and when they're not. And if you're looking for a good Christian relationship, the bottom line has to be a good Christian. And if you can't recognize that in a brother, let him go. Let him go.
Yeah, I mean that you got to be aware of that. If there's it's like this. If their standards are if his standards or her standards for the guys don't meet up to your standards, somebody say I'm that. Somebody say they're that bi-Christianal.
Hey, remember to give me credit for that. That's I've made that word up.
I'm that but yeah, you do need to both sides. Men also, Rob, men also need to be aware of the standards of that individual they're getting involved with. And women definitely need to know the standards of that man that they're getting involved with. So but now you my brother, whatever, but that bi-Christianal, I got a little issue with that because but I know what you're saying though,
you know
Rob.
What I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying. If brother don't never talk God or talk Christian
right,
or talk Bible at any time, and they know you are a Christian, and
they don't respect
know
God.
you go to church, and they never ask you or invite you or want to be invited to service or whatever. Yeah, you got to be a little weary of some of that. And like you say, the dude got to come on every day, and he got to have a beer or he got to have a glass.
Come on.
Yeah, and you got to watch how they are. Be like you said, Rob. The more you talk, the more you socialize, the more you'll find out about people who
the true colors reveal themselves.
Yeah.
No one can talk too long without revealing itself. That's why you ever notice, even when cops, get a guy, they get a guy in what they call it, I forgot what they call it. When they get you in that little room, they put that light on you. They just keep talking. Yeah, interrogation. That's right. They just keep letting you talk. Just keep
until
talking.
they start crying.
Sooner or later, you're gonna say something.
They start crying.
Yeah, these brothers. Don't be in a rush to go out to dinner and all this all the time. Get on the phone, use that phone, and tell them to talk. And brothers love to talk. Let them talk. And eventually they're gonna tell you exactly who they are.
But Rob, even in the phone conversation, you got some cool operators that would tell you and say to you, and I mean that's on both ends now. That ain't just men, that's sisters too. That are some smooth operators that's gonna tell you exactly what you want to hear.
No.
You exactly what you want.
That's right. Time. Thank you. Time will resume.
And time will, if you keep pressing and
keep
hold
pushing that button
to your standards, eventually it's gonna come out. But that's on sisters would talk a game on the phone. That's why a lot of times
same thing.
I didn't like talking on the phone. I like talking face to face.
No.
Because I do, because now I can see your expressions. I can read your face when we're talking about something. Behind the phone, you can say a lot of stuff.
Well, you took a job interview. You face to face with your boss. When he asks you what kind of individual you are, you face to face. I ain't never gonna be late. I ain't never gonna call out. I'm a great person. People are very good actors. As a matter of fact, if you want to be successful in a relationship now, you literally have to start taking acting classes because people are very good at pretending in your face to face.
Rob, but this is the thing. Interviewers, you know when somebody is doing a good interview and not a good interview. You know. But this, you know what? This is good because this is gonna lead us right into this other part. God, we are shifting. I know we got other principles we want to talk about, but this came up. This came up. And I told y'all, I sent y'all the stuff. I said, I need y'all advice. And those that are viewing, those that are viewing, was that I was going to say, well, I'm bi-Christian. I love my gospel music, but I love my R&B too, and that's all right. But you love gospel. So if you
Yeah,
walk in your
yeah,
house
yeah.
sometime, but I hope you saying you love your gospel. That's not just on Sundays
Right. That's what I'm saying. Absolutely.
Yeah.
or on Saturdays. Well, no, it ain't gonna be Saturday. Y'all all R&B on unless you had a gospel musical. but I hope you ain't just playing it on Sunday. So on
Yes,
Tuesday
that's what I'm saying.
you gotta thank you Jesus Tuesday, and you're playing your, and so yeah so somebody, they say every day. Okay, good. You got a mixture.
Good, good.
You got a mixtape.
It got to
Yeah.
be more, but listen, it got to be more gospel than secular, because
But some
God is
people got
jealous. A jealous
Rob.
God. It got to be
Yeah.
more God than gospel than secular.
Some people got a mixtape. They got a mixtape. They got a mixtape, and they got a shuffle. And some God and some Kurt Franklin pop up. Then
Jesus.
you got some Frankie Beverly.
But but
Yeah.
but but you listen,
You
listen.
got
You
some
mentioning
Taylor.
Kurt Franklin. He on both sides anyway, so it don't
I
even
just
matter with Kurt
I
Franklin.
just use I just use I just use yeah Miss Taylor shuffle, right, just shuffle that thing. Hey, listen, Miss Taylor, Miss Winston, Holmes, Mr. Holmes, if you still viewing us, Miss Hall, if you still watching, listen, y'all, I need your help on this one. I need your help, y'all. I need your help. But I need y'all to right now. I need you to. Did everyone share? Did everybody hit that share button? I need everyone right now. Miss Taylor, Miss Holmes, I need Miss Winston. I need everybody to hit the share button. Please
Share,
hit that share
share,
button. I need you to
share.
share this. Listen, this came up, so I needed y'all help. I need y'all help. I need y'all help on this one.
All right.
Because I see it a lot, but I need y'all help on this. Um, um, I need y'all help on let's get in clarification of people who post themselves on social media on a regular. So
Right.
it is asked it is asked, why do singles post on social media daily? Why do they post on social media daily? Is it to define ourselves or themselves to others? Is that one of the reason? Because people who post themselves on social media for many reasons. This is what it's saying. This is what it's saying. Y'all, I pulled up the article about this thing. It said sometimes it's for it's self-expression. Sharing content, sharing contents can be a way of expressing themselves, their interests, and their personalities. It can also be a way of showing others what they care about and who they are. Scary. Connections, posting on social media, doing for connections. So posting on social media can help people connect with others, such as friends and families or people who share similar interests. That's scary. It can also help people form and maintain relationships and give them a sense of belonging. That's what Facebook was posted. That's how
So it's
Facebook
supposed to
started.
be.
That's how it started with like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was the beginning, because to reach out to people, you back then we had to make long distance phone calls.
Connected.
So we had
Mm-hmm.
Facebook. We didn't have to make long. We could just say hi there. So that's connection. Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Posting can be a way of entertain others or to provide them with valuable content. Here we go. Achieving. Posting can be a way to document events and capture their meaning. Here we go.
Mm,
Attention seeking.
mm.
Posting selfies can be a social behavior related to attention seeking. So I read all these: self-expression, connection, entertainment, achieving, and attention seeking.
Mm-hmm.
Those that are viewing, which one of those are you? Are you do you post because your self expression, uh because you connecting, you're entertaining, You just post stuff positive of your achieving or your achievements, or are you attention seeker?
Mm.
Mm.
Or a legal stalker. Mm.
Listen. Um, let me read this, and then we're gonna go farther into it.
Okay.
A few years ago, I told y'all they wrote an article. I post daily because I was silenced too so long, judged, and I my own mind to reinforce my. That's positive. That's a positive. A few years ago, an article claiming that American Psychiatrists Association (APA) clarified taking selfies as a new mental disorder made its way through social media feed. According to the author of APA, defined selfies as the obsessive or obsessive compulsive desire to take photos of oneself and post them on social media as a way, watch this, as a way to make up for lack of self esteem and to fill a gap in intimacy.
One
Mm.
hundred percent. 100%. Because if it was called
So,
if it was called a sherry, you can show everybody. If it's called a selfie, you're supposed to keep it to yourself. Why are you calling it a selfie? But then you show everybody. That's called a sherry. That don't make sense.
so why do Shan, you're single, we're all single. Why
Yeah.
do singles and those that are viewing, you can answer this, you can in the comments if you want to. Why do singles post on social media daily? Why?
I think it's a multitude of reasons in which you've covered just now. Because like you said, social media was created to stay connected. So if you're connected with family, with friends, with people that you may have lost contact with, you might post a picture maybe just to show what you look like recently if somebody runs into you in the street. Be like, hey, I
I
saw
can
you
text you that.
such and such. What you say, Elder?
I can text you that picture.
You might run in, they might be familiar to you, but hey, I saw you on Facebook. So when they see you in person, they know that it's you. And sometimes people may have something on their mind, they just feel free to express it online. So they'll post it online. Or if maybe they were achieved something, they may want to share those accolades online. I think it's just a various of reasons that people choose to. They don't have to, but they choose to share, those parts of their life on social media.
Okay. So Rob, in a short, not preacher minutes, why do you think singles post so much? Not, I mean, what's the motive? What's the agenda? What's the reason?
I agree with both ends. First of all, I do believe that if you need people haven't seen you for a while, you post a picture. But when you posting a picture of yourself every day, come on, that's insecurities. I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah.
first of all, you got 10,000 friends. You only know 10,000 people. That's not Facebook friends. That's Facebook friends. Let's stop it. We've taken this thing that was a good thing for finding people and business and
Mhm.
stuff like that, and we weaponize it as a form of selfishness. You got people who never not poets, but got to write poems all the time. It's just don't send me a picture of your food if you ain't saved me a plate. It's just it's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
Why
We've gotten
why
carried away with it. I believe myself that it's for people who are insecure. Not everybody. Don't get me wrong. Not everybody, but I
right.
believe that a lot of that is insecurity, and believe a lot of that. People get to the point where they are mad at people because you didn't like my post. It's gotten out of hand. It's just gotten out of hand.
Well, I had a barber. I had a barber one time, and
Mhm.
he kind of hit me to it, and he was cutting my hair, and he showed me a post, and I'm like, oh my god! I say, why would they post that? And he was like, Mr. Brown, for the likes. I say, for the likes. What you
Yeah,
mean the likes? To get the likes. So are we posting things just to see how many people gonna like it?
yeah, it's
Are
crazy.
you posting it because that's something that it's you personally. It don't matter if you get 2 likes or no likes,
Mhm.
but you're expressing it. Or how posting your picture of yourself daily or whatever, is that a way, y'all help me now, is that a way you who you're encouraging?
But you answering all your questions now, even with this podcast. Okay, if you really care about relationships, if you really care about trying to help people or being helped, this podcast will be flooded. You had to tell people to stop. So don't post things like you care, these quick quotes and stuff like that. You care and you want this, but then when you have a podcast or you have a source where you can actually talk about these things, hear about these things, and hear different views and opinions from women and men, so you can grow or help. You don't show up. So are you really posting because you really care or you really want these things, or are you just doing that for yourself? And a lot of it is selfish.
No. Well, I Miss Taylor, she came out. She said, I have 280 friends and I post very often. So I would claim insecurity too.
And she's saying it out of that's how she feel, or is
That's
she?
that's her. That's
Yeah.
that's 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 where she's at. Because the article goes on to say it says we all have our own personal brand, and contents that we share on social media reflects on our identity. So it's no surprise that 60% of people say they share on social media to communicate who
Mhm.
they are
Mhm.
and what they care about.
Mhm.
Who they are and what they care about. Uh,
Right.
who they are and what they care about. And I ask the question again: how is that? I mean, if you I post stuff, and this is me, I post things encouraging, a positive post or something, whatever. I very seldom post a picture of me at outside or at an event or a headshot or whatever. That's me. That's
Mhm.
me, y'all. Not I'm
Mhm.
not talking about nobody else. You're grown. You do what you want to do, but I
Mhm.
just don't see the purpose of
Yeah.
me posting every day. Now I did for my birthday. Now y'all know that
Yeah, but
I
your
went
birthday ain't
in
every day.
the whole month, right? And I
Yeah.
turned 60, so I did for my birthday. I like post like a lot of stuff during my birthday,
You
but
post a
after
lot of
that,
positive things, man. I give you that. You
yeah,
post
but
a
after
lot of
that,
positive things. I give you that.
I don't, I don't. That's me because I don't see the purpose of it.
Right.
I was with a cousin of mine and we were out having dinner and I was getting ready to eat my food and they told me to stop. And I'm like,
Gotta
whoa,
take the
wait,
picture. Gotta
wait.
take the
I'm
picture.
like, something wrong with my food? No, they
No,
want to take a
they didn't
picture
take the
of,
picture yet.
of my food.
That's
What is
ridiculous.
my food?
See, that's ridiculous.
So I mean, y'all help me, help me. Yes, you said it. Yeah, I mean, I have over 10, and I only accept, and when I post pictures, it show different sides of me. But okay, but
Yeah.
um, different sides of you. Also post my children, friends, and family. That's good achievements, and also. But when you say you posted to show different sides of you,
I think, like, maybe she might be
why?
in church, or she might be at work, or maybe she might be with outing with friends, like to
Well,
show
why is that
different.
important?
It's not
I,
important. I
I
think
mean,
that's
how
what.
is that important? How is that in helping? Maybe it's helping the self esteem. Maybe they helping the insecurity, like Miss Taylor said. Um, how is
Maybe.
that me posting my different sides of who I am? Um,
I mean, I think it's just something that people are just willing to share. It's not. I don't think a matter of importance, or it's just maybe she just want to give people an insight of how she is in different aspects. Maybe when she goes to church, or maybe she's out to dinner with a friend, or maybe if
got you,
she's
got
at
you.
work or
Okay,
something, just to kind of
got you.
just share that part of herself.
Who? But to who?
I seen a couple in the park. I seen a couple in the park, and they were
I'm just saying to who.
Oh, to anybody, her friends, her family, they might want to know what's going on with her. They may not have spoken to her in a while. They may log on Facebook like, oh, she went to such and such this day. Oh, she was at church and they had a good service that day. It could be a multitude of reasons.
I can text them that.
Yeah.
But if you just so happen to be on social media and you scroll and you see it, you'd be like, oh, you might like it. You might interact with her. Hey, you look nice. That's a nice outfit. I like this.
But I can text you that.
I can tell you that.
My family and friend.
Why do the whole world have to see that?
Media, you could do that there too.
But why do a whole social media have to see that?
They don't have to. It's a choice.
No. No one posts anything for no one to watch it. When you post something, you want people to watch it.
So
right, of course, because you're sharing that part of yourself. Right. So if people interact with you, they see that. Of course, they're going to say something. They're going to like it. They're going to do. It's up to the person whether or not they want to share. When you sign up for social media, it doesn't say that you have to share anything. It's your choice.
Now,
I was in the park walking. Hold on one second. I was in the park walking, and a couple was in the park, and they were holding hands. It was a beautiful sight.
Mm-hmm.
The woman seen a flower or something, and they're walking. She stopped him, took out her phone, and said, "Oh my God, I got to take this picture, and I got to post this." Now, the beautiful flower that they seen together was a beautiful romantic time and a romantic moment. Once she stopped to share with everybody else, it was no longer a beautiful time or a moment for them.
But to her, she feel like she captured that moment and she wanted to share with everybody.
If she gave it to him, said, "Remember when we went on this walk? Remember that take away from the part of romance when you got to share with everybody else."
So okay, so
well, but that's the thing. You don't have to.
Right. So I want to get back. I want to get back to this because somebody said I'm not going to text 2,100 people. You got woo, that's a lot of friends. That's a lot of family and friends. I don't think I got 2,100 family and friends now.
Yeah, so you can cover ground with just one post.
But most of them aren't real aren't friends.
I think that word friends is the problem.
Yeah, because I'm just saying 21 people.
21 people. That's 2,100 people.
You got 21. It's 21 people that you're saying that you're posting for, and they are all family and friends. Are those just Facebook friends?
It could be a mixture of all. Yeah, it could be a mixture of all three.
21. I ain't got that many guys. I'm sorry. I ain't got okay.
No,
I'm just non-sociable like that. Because
that's true.
I'm sociable.
But you got time for a relationship too, right?
Yes.
Wow.
But that's the thing. Wow. All 2,100 people are not going to see the post at the same time.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying just think about that. I'm just saying, just think about it.
Right. So okay, all right. So the article goes on to say, what does it mean when someone consistently, and it's almost like the single thing, consistently posts on social media? And it says people who post a lot to get attention may struggle with insecurities, loneliness, or worry. When you post on social media, you can feel like you are being heard, 2,100, and seen right away. But if this behavior happens often, it can mean the person is trying to fill an inner void.
Yep.
I 100% agree. Yep. A lot of people may post to seek validation and attention that they may not get in other areas. They get on social media. So, of course, they're going to feed that. They're going to post constantly. They're going to do whatever they feel like it's going to help them to feel beautiful or feel heard.
So it's the new counselor.
I understand that, but is that healthy though?
No, it's not.
Is that healthy? Mentally healthy?
No, it's not. Because a lot of people who do that end up being very superficial. Like you can't say nothing to them because they've gotten this thing where I'm this person. I got my brand. Really? Brand? I think we're taking that word a little too loosely, brand. Everybody cannot be a brand. It can't be. It can't be. Everybody cannot be a brand. I think we get more carried away with things that's not important. And then when it comes down to now, you got to deal with real people and real friends and a real relationship. And then they don't like something. Now you're mad because all your fake friends like them. Now one of your real friends don't like something about you or didn't push like, and now you're mad at your real friend. And you ain't talking to your real friend because a bunch of your fake friends that you never met, you don't really know, they push like. It's developing a whole lot of mental situations that we just don't need. We just don't need.
Yeah.
I agree.
So yeah, and I'm just like I'm saying, y'all. I'm not knocking anybody from posting how you post. I'm just asking a question. I just want to know. I heard about it. I pulled up the article, and I'm not the person that because I don't do it. Nobody should be doing it. That ain't me.
Absolutely.
Everybody do what they want to do, how they want to do. I choose not to because to me, I don't think it's that important.
Right.
That's me. I may post every now and then. I'm going to post something. If I post a lot of times, I was doing it one time. I was doing it like every morning. I was posting something about faith, like every morning, just about faith. That was it. But as of me, that's my way. That's how I deal with me because, like I think it was Miss Taylor said, she posts things for she can reread it and motivate her and push her later. And a lot of times that's what I did. I would post those things for others to encourage others, but I was also encouraging myself.
But here's the deal. You're an elder. Here's the deal. You're an elder and you have multiple podcast channels. So that's what you do. That's your job. It's a difference between it being your job and you just dedicating your life to do that. You know, it's a difference.
Yeah. But I think with this social media platform, just think about this. Just I'll go with me for a minute. If everybody we talk about compassion, we talk about love, we talk about sharing, and I know some things people share is loving, but if we spend time on the social media encouraging one another, that's my thing. Encouraging one another. Because of what the life that most of us are going through and some of the challenges up and down. And I ain't wearing my collar right now. I ain't talking collar, I ain't talking elder, I'm talking Jeffrey. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people don't know what others are going through, but you're going through some things. And because you're going through it, trust me, other people are going through it. And a lot of times I tell people that some of the things that we've gone through that have gotten us through, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna tell nobody, but I couldn't keep it to myself. We need to share it. That's the stuff I feel that need to be shared on social media. Not that I was out at Billy's Stone Crab. I live your best life, whatever. How is that to me? How is that encouraging? How is that reaching out? What is that? How is it helping if I post my plate of my food? Who is that helping? Who is that benefiting?
Somebody might want to go check it out.
But if you ain't saved me a plate, what you posting for?
No, not only if you ain't saved me a plate. Not only if you ain't saved me a plate, but if you're my friend, you ain't even invited me.
You didn't invite me. Come on now.
Maybe you weren't even available, and they chose to go anyway.
Boy,
maybe I was, and they just didn't reach out.
Can't tell. I give you all the credit.
Well, that could be the case. Listen, it could be a multitude of reasons.
And they could have posted it on Facebook saying, "Hey, Jeff. Hey, I'm going to.
I'm getting ready to go down. You got it.
Billy Stone Crab, you joining me?
And then if you don't, you can show me the picture. And then if you don't, you can show me the picture.
So here we go. So it said so y'all agree with that? It's possible with that consistently posting on social media. I know some of y'all, some people ain't feeling this. They don't think this is important, but to me, I think it is. What is compulsive need? What is a compulsive need to post on social media? It's a compulsive posting and validation seeking. That's what it means. That's what it's about. A desire for likes. I said that earlier. A desire for likes, comments, and shares can lead to compulsive need to post on social media. If
Yeah.
you feel the consistent urge to share every aspect of your life and rely on social media for the validation and the self-worth, it means it may be time to reassess your online behavior.
Yep,
Right.
I agree with that. I was listening to a sermon, and I could barely hear the sermon because while the preacher was trying to preach, everybody was posting on the sermon. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Sometimes it's just not appropriate.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, unless the preacher stop, he said, "Hey, I need y'all to take your phone out, and y'all need to post
That's
this."
it. Yes,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yes,
yeah. But I do agree with the sharing of service, but because that to me that's evangelism and that's kind of being a disciple. But I wait till the service is over,
yeah. Share it. I'm
and
not talking about
I'll
the sharing
share
part. I wasn't
I'll
talking about
share.
yes. I wasn't talking
Yeah,
about
I'll
the sharing
share
part. I'm talking about the
service.
quotes. I'm talking about the quotes. They
Write
come
it
on.
down.
Come on.
Write
Yeah.
it down.
Write it
Write
down.
it down and share it later.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They made us. They made up their mind that we insecure and unnecessary. They made up their mind that we insecure and unnecessary. I I'm just saying, Ms. Taylor. That's my views. I don't knocking it, and we've lost a lot of people because they ain't feeling this right here. But I just wanted to know, y'all. Don't get mad at me. I just wanted to know, and y'all are saying what y'all got to say. I
Yeah.
just wanted to
Everybody just
know.
want to have their own
That's
opinion
it.
about it.
You got your I just for a disclaimer.
I would
Let
never
me
have posted this. You
let me
asked
put
me.
the disclaimer out there again for y'all. Um, I'm because I don't do it. That don't mean y'all shouldn't do it, and
Right.
Absolutely.
people shouldn't do it.
It's a
That's
choice.
my mindset. That's how I am. Whatever. I just wanted to know the reason and the purpose and the motive behind it, because everything we do, there should be a reason why we do it.
Absolutely.
We
Absolutely.
should never do anything because everybody else is doing it.
And we
Right.
should be able to
We should
explain
never
it
do
too.
anything because that's just the way the social how social how the social how society is made up. It's some things that we shouldn't follow. There's some trends that we should not follow, and there are some trends that we should follow.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Um.
Absolutely.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you post and it's post and posting is something that helps you, it's a healing for you. It's something that help you with your insecurity. God, I mean, I feel you. So that's your reason.
It's a
That's your
reason.
Right.
reasoning.
It's a
That's
reason.
all I'm saying. That's your reasoning. You post because it helps you to reinforce what you post. It reinforces your belief and pushes you. Fine,
Right.
got you. That's
Yeah.
good because you doing because it's a reason. But
Absolutely.
but
Absolutely.
you know, but but the food thing, I don't
Elder.
I don't I'm just saying.
It
I'm
might be somebody else that might be looking for another spot to try. Oh, you tried it. How was the food? How was the service? Did you like it? You just mad that they didn't invite you. That's why.
okay. No, I'm not. I'm not.
Nah,
Okay. So
food.
hey, listen, I just wanted to have that conversation. I
And I'm
appreciate
glad you got
all
it
of
out your
y'all.
system.
Okay, I'm moving to the next poll, Miss Taylor. She rushing me. she say, we told you guys that, and you continue with the label. Okay, I'm sorry. I
Yes,
just I
everybody's
just
gonna have
trying to get
their own views
clarification, Miss
and
Taylor.
opinion about it. Everybody's gonna have their own view and opinion about it. But
I-
again, at the end of the day, it's your choice when you whatever you post
yeah,
on social media,
yeah.
whether it be a picture, whether it be a church service, whether it be you getting dressed to go somewhere, it's your choice.
What and that's all I was trying. That's all I want to hear. why you do it. It's your choice. You do it. And I love what Miss Taylor said about why she posts. I love that. I'm good. She also said, y'all missed it. She said, and that's an outlet. That's an outlet for her, which is better than drugs.
And a lot of people, yes.
Got you.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, yeah,
Good
yeah,
answer.
yeah. She posted that earlier. She said, and that's an
Good
outlet for
answer.
her, and it's better than drugs.
Mm-hmm.
But I
That's what
like that. But
yeah,
see what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
She told me, she expressed why.
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's what you wanted to know. Why?
That's what I wanted to know. Thank you, Miss Taylor. I like Miss Taylor. Miss Taylor be boy. I
Yeah,
like she be
tell Miss
on.
Taylor I said see
I
her.
like Miss Taylor. I like Miss Taylor come on. She be with us, boy.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was it. I just wanted to ask that question. So listen, where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Where are we?
Yeah, you were talking about the validation,
Yeah.
the attention for those who consistently post. Or will we moving
Nah, he getting
to a
off of that,
question?
No,
man.
no,
He
no,
getting off
no,
of that.
no. Miss Taylor told me to move on.
He getting off of that.
Okay,
No,
so
Miss
yeah,
Taylor,
no.
what's the next
we
point
don't want
after
to get
that
in
Move
one?
trouble with
on.
Miss
Move
Taylor. We
on.
don't want to get in trouble.
All right. Well, let's move it right
What
along.
is the psychological but the psychological behind posting on social media? Posting on social media for a multi of reasons
Mm-hmm.
ranging from socialization and self-expression. We already said that, to seeking validation, entertainment, and emotional support. It's the same. All
Yeah.
right. So that's that. That's that. We're moving on. Thank you, Ms. Taylor. We appreciate that. But no, there was
Yeah.
something else I wanted to talk. Oh, yeah. So yeah. So we did talk about sexual purity. Okay, we're back at the principles. So we'll be back at the principles and stuff next week, y'all. We'll
Okay.
get, is there anything, Chantel, Robert, those that are listening, watching us, viewing us, is there anything you guys want to share and to our viewers, to our single folks that's watching us and viewing us on tonight? Shan, if you could speak, I'm gonna start with you, Shan. If you can speak to a young lady out there that's dealing with what we talked about, that have lost the confidence and not feeling the love because they had some real tough breakups.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what would you say? Speak to them, and what would be something to encourage them to move on, to go on, and how to get over it?
I would say most importantly, know who you are and know whose you are.
Wow.
You are a child of God. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Understand that you're not for everybody. And everybody that comes in your life is not there permanently. Eventually somebody will come to you that that is your person, but a lot of times we cross paths with people who are not your person, and that's okay. And understand that it's going to be a reason, season, a lifetime, but just keep your confidence, continue to seek the Lord. Make sure you have a group of people around you that you can lean on in those times where you may not feel as confident. Make sure you have accountability partners. Make sure that you're surrounded by church groups, and things that are going to keep you uplifted and keep you encouraged. Those are some things
Yeah.
that I would highly recommend. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Cool. Rob, talk to the brothers, man. Some brother that's going through had some breakups. He's like, man, I'm good. I don't want to try this no more. Um, done lost that faith. What can you say to them, man, to encourage them?
First of all, I would tell them that I don't care how you find a way to do this, but find a way to psychologically erase everything that ever happened to you in every relationship. Get a pencil and paper down and write down 5 to 10 things that you like to do and spend time doing them. No one wants to be with somebody that don't even know what they like. A lot of times we get into relationships and we spend so much time trying to make the other person happy that after a while, after you go through their checklist and make them happy, they're happy, but then you find out you're not, and then you're going to blame them for being selfish when it's not their fault. You never introduced you. You just spent all that time trying to figure out who they was, and you didn't know who you are. So that works for women and men. Fine, we got to start spending time alone. And everybody doesn't always have to be in a relationship and doesn't always have to date. Find out more about you. Get to know you better. Then when someone asks you about you, you can tell them because now you know who you are. A lot of us, you put people on the spot and go, well, what do you like or who you are? And they can't even answer that. But spend more time close to God and closer to yourself, trying to figure out who you are. And when you do that and you figured it out, now you can share you with somebody.
Wow.
And don't take any of the past relationships to your next relationship. Don't look for things that she did that the other girl did. No, everybody is their own individual. And if you keep taking relationship to relationship to relationship, you're going to keep repeating the same patterns. Let it go. Let it go.
Amen. Amen.
Wow. That's
Love
good,
that.
Rob. That's good. Both of y'all. That's good. That's good advice
Thank
for
you.
those that are watching, man, because a lot of times people have gone through so much, man, one relationship after another. And a lot of
Mm.
times we real about it. We've done it to ourselves. We
Oh
we
yeah.
we put ourselves in some of the stuff that caused us to hurt that we
Right.
shouldn't
We
have
could have
received.
avoided.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we could have avoided. So yeah,
Nice job, Chantel. Nice job. I like what you said.
yeah,
Oh, thank you,
it's
Rob.
yeah, it's a lot of stuff that we can do. So I
Yeah.
appreciate y'all, man. I really
We
do.
appreciate you,
Appreciate
bro.
you too,
Hey,
Elder.
listen,
Appreciate
those that have been watching, hey, we just asking a question, y'all. That's it. Inquiring minds wanted to know,
That's
and y'all helped us out tonight. Y'all
yeah.
really did. Y'all
you.
really
Yes, we
helped
do.
us
Thank you.
tonight. Yeah, y'all helped us tonight. So Rob, Chantel, man, appreciate y'all. Y'all know I love
Appreciate
y'all.
you too.
Love you
Um,
right back.
Too.
and hey, listen, next week we gonna go back to the principles. We're gonna finish up these principles because we at principle 3, we got 4, 5, and yeah, 4 and 5. We just got 4 and
Okay.
5. And so we gonna rock them on next week because one I really want to hear principle 5 is how soon is too soon.
Mm.
Other words, when is it
Mm.
okay to become each other's permanent uh, primary emotional confidant?
That's
Mm.
good. That's good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
That's
real
yeah,
good.
good.
mm,
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah. So how soon is too soon? So we're gonna hit that one. That's principle 5, and principle 4 is time. It takes time to get to know what someone is really like. Far
Mm-hmm.
far too many couples are in way too big of a hurry to get hitched married.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Time. So hey, we're gonna be on that next week, y'all. So hey, come on back. Y'all come on back. Join us
Come on back
next
here.
week. Rob be back with us. Chantel be back with us. I believe Emilda be back with us. Once again, we want to say happy birthday to our one of our co-hosts, Emilda Wallace. It was the other
Happy
day. Happy
birthday.
birthday,
Happy
Emilda.
birthday.
Yeah, she celebrated like a rock star.
All
Um
right now.
she
How
went
old are
in,
you?
boy. She went in. Yeah, I think she tell it too. She told it on fair. I think she 57 now, 57.
I
She's
think
still
so,
a young
yeah.
chick. She's still a young chick.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so yeah, she celebrated like a rock star on this week, last weekend.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah,
just
she's
want to
having a good
shout that
time.
out to her. Yeah, we want to shout that out to her. Happy birthday. She's doing her thing with her classes and whatnot, man. Proud of
Okay.
what she's doing. Yeah,
Great,
proud of
great,
what
great.
she's doing.
That's
Hey
awesome.
y'all. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We'll be talking. See y'all
Appreciate you.
next
Love you
week.
right back.
We'll see y'all before next week.
Love
But
you.
y'all know. Love y'all. Love you. Hey y'all been locked into the South Florida Live Podcast. I'm your host, Jeffrey Brown, and I want to thank everyone who participated on tonight, who was viewing tonight. I thank y'all for being a part, for giving your answers. Like I said, some person I know some people I can their feelings, but I was just asking a question. Love y'all. That's what we do. That's what this podcast is about. We just gonna ask some questions. We're gonna have the grown folks conversation. We are family. And we're gonna have that conversation. Y'all listen until next week. If you guys like to be support this podcast, that's the information that's scrolling down there. Our Cash App is power $Power of Glory 777, and Zelle Jeffrey Brown 2094 at gmail.com. Jeffrey Brown, JEFFERY Brown 2094 at gmail.com. If you'd like to support us in any way, once again, the Singing Pastors, October the 12th, you guys can go on and check Minister Dwight Moments page and get more information with that. Thank you for that. And we want to keep the school in Georgia in our prayers. Appalachia, we want to keep them in our prayers. That was tragic, but we are praying for them, praying for those families and those that lost loved ones on today. As I always say, listen, y'all please pray for me. Y'all praying for me. I need your prayers. I really do. I'm not just saying that just to say it, but I really do need y'all to pray for me. So as I always say, I'll pray for you. Y'all pray for me, and let's watch God change things. God bless you.
Email your idea for show topics to the South Florida Live Show at gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in to South Florida Live with your host, Jeffrey Brown.